Hey guys, this is Abhishek from gadgetshoes.com, and today we are going to do the unboxing and quick review of the latest phone from Micromax, which is called Canvas 3D. And this phone has been launched at a price at an MRP of around 14,999, whereas it is easily available for a price of around 10,000 Indian rupees on Snapdeal and other online stores. We are just going to take a look over this device and we will tell you the features and everything. So here we have the package with us, and this is how the package looks like. We have the Canvas 3D written on the device because this device is supposed to give you a kind of a 3D experience. We will just show you how does it deliver that. And this device has a dual core 1.2 gigahertz processor, and here we have some information about the device, the manufacturing and other information. This device is available in black color only as of now, and as you can see, it says naked eye 3D screen, so that means you will be able to have a kind of a 3D experience on the display of this device without using any 3D glasses. So if we take a look over the back side of the box, we have the specification for the device mentioned. So it has got a 1 gigahertz dual core processor. It runs on Jelly Bean 4.1.2 out of the box, and you have a 3D capacitive touch screen on this device as far as the display is concerned. If we talk about the camera, you have a 5 megapixel fixed focus camera. So the camera which is there, the rear camera, is a fixed focus camera. It is not an autofocus camera on this device. And you have a 0.3 megapixel front camera on the device. And the memory, it does have a memory card slot which can accept 32 GB maximum memory card in terms of the size. It does have GPS, that is again assisted GPS, and then you have other specifications mentioned. You have the battery which is 2000 milliampere hour on this device, which is same which you get on A115 as well, and the model number of this device is A115. So let's take a look over the packaging. Let's see what we have in the package. So these are all the things which you get in the package. We have the box over here and the earphones which we get in the package. So you do have a mic module as well, with a button to pick the call, and here you have the mic, and these are standard earphones as you can see with metallic mesh, and the sound quality from these headphones are not very good but quite okay. And you have an L-shaped audio lead. Then we have the micro USB cable within the package, the USB to micro USB cable for data syncing and charging. You get a universal USB wall charger. This is a 1 ampere charger which we get. And here we have some other booklets. You have the SAR information for this device, which is over here and over here as you can see. You have the hookup guide which comes within the package. You have some Micromax booklet, the user guide, and the warranty statement which comes within the package, and the device itself, and the battery is already inside the device we have inserted. So let's take a look over the device now. So here we have the Micromax Canvas 3D A115 with us, and this is how the device looks. This device comes in black color, and in terms of the overall design, this device looks much more similar to the popular Micromax Canvas A116 Canvas HD. So this device is nicely designed. It comes easily into your hand. It has a rubberized matte finish back cover with Micromax branding over here in chrome, which looks very good. You have the dual LED flash over here, the 5 megapixel camera, and it is a fixed focus camera, not an autofocus camera. So you do not have tap to focus within the camera UI. You have the loudspeaker over here. You have Micromax branding over here. On the front you have the earpiece over here. You have the front camera which is a 0.3 megapixel camera, and you do have some proximity sensors over here. At the bottom on the front you have the touch capacitive buttons which will light up, and you have the button for the home, settings, and the back key. And if we take a look on this side, on the left on the top, you have the volume rocker which gives you good amount of feedback, and on the top you have the mic 3.5mm audio jack, and here you have the micro USB port for data syncing and charging. At the bottom we have nothing, no ports. and on this side, slightly on the top side, we have the power and sleep key. Here we have a little indent to remove the back cover. So let me just remove the back cover to show you the phone from inside. So this phone is a dual SIM phone, as you can see, the SIM card slot 1, SIM card slot 2, and you do have a micro SD memory card slot over here to expand the storage of the device. So the inbuilt storage of the device is around 4 GB, and we will just tell you how much of that is actually available. You have 512 MB of RAM. As far as the display resolution is concerned, the display resolution is 480 into 800, and it is not an IPS LCD display. It looks like a TFT display to me. As far as the viewing angles are concerned, the viewing angles are pretty okay if they are not very wide, but again the color fading is happening a lot when you view this particular display from different viewing angle. And one thing which actually is different about this device is that this is the first 3D phone from Micromax, so it gives you a kind of a 3D experience. And if we take a look over here at the lock screen, if you unlock the phone, you can either unlock the phone, you can go to the phone dialer, you can go to the messaging, and the last thing which you can do with the unlock button is that you can go to the 3D mode. So once you go to the 3D mode, this is how the device will look like, and it will give you a kind of a 3D experience with some kind of image overlapping. It's actually not 3D, but kind of an you can say a stereoscopic effect when it comes to 3D imaging. I don't know whether you are able to see the 3D effect, because this device is right now running in the 3D mode, and in this application, as you can see, there are some images which are being presented in such a way that it gives you a kind of a feel that you are watching a 3D content, but it is not a 3D content. It is the phenomena which is called auto stereoscopy, which is actually a method of displaying the stereoscopic images, which gives you a perception that you are watching some kind of 3D content, because it does give you an illusion that you have some kind of 3D depth when you are actually watching these things. So, and this is also called the glass free 3D or glassless 3D experience. Now let me just go to the normal mode. So this is how the phone will look like in the normal mode. You have some kind of 3D games which you can run on this device. You have some 3D guide as well, which will actually tell you how you can use the 3D content on this device. You do have a movie which is preloaded onto this device, a movie trailer basically, which is again in 3D. Apart from the 3D experience, which we will cover later on, if we actually talk about the overall specifications of this phone is slightly less in terms of the specifications if we compare it with the A116. This one has got 512 MB of RAM, whereas on A116 you get 1 GB of RAM. This one has got a 480 into 800 resolution, and Micromax Canvas A116 has a high definition resolution. So these are some major differences which are there within these two devices. As far as the other specifications are concerned, you have a powerful processor on A116, whereas you have a dual core 1.1 GHz dual core processor on this device. The GPU is again much more powerful on A116 as compared to A115. So the only unique point about A115 is the 3D experience, which you will not get in A116. So if you are looking for a 3D experience, a unique kind of experience, then you should go for A115, this phone, the Canvas 3D. If you are looking for performance, gaming and everything, then you should go for A116. Take a look over the specifications for the device. So this is how the notification center will look like, and if we go into settings from here, if we go into about phone, this phone is running Android 4.1.2. On the storage front, it has an internal memory of around 4 GB, and out of which around 0.93 GB is actually available to the user, as you can see, for installing applications for storing pictures and videos and audio data, whereas 1.48 GB is reserved by the operating system for installing pre-installed applications and other applications which you will install on this device on the phone storage. And you do have the option of default write disk. That means if you insert a micro SD memory card into this device, you will be able to install applications directly on the micro SD memory card. This device has got a 512 MB of RAM, and right now, as per the current processors which are running, you have around 325 MB which is used, and you have 148 MB of RAM which is free. And the device is fairly responsive. I do not notice any lag till now. Now this is how the phone dialer look like, and you do have the option to make a video call from any of the SIM card. Especially you can make it from the 3G SIM card again, so you do have a video call option directly on the phone dialer, which is pretty good. And now the messaging application is again the stock Android interface which we are seeing over here. There are no customization whatsoever in the messaging application, and the keyboard is again pretty big at this much of display size of around 5-inch, so there is no problem as far as the typing is concerned on this device. The keys are pretty big to type with. There is no problem as such while typing on this device. Under the display settings, if we take a look over the brightness, you do have support for the automatic brightness on this device. You also have the option to do the dual SIM management within the UI of this device, which is not active because we haven't inserted any SIM card into the device. And you also get the option to share the 3G internet onto this device with the other devices by creating a Wi-Fi hotspot. You do have support for Bluetooth tethering, as well as you can do USB tethering by connecting this device with a PC and share the 3G internet connection. Now as far as the overall UI which I can see over here, you have around 5 home screens which you can neither increase and decrease. When it comes to the look and feel of some of the widgets, Micromax has actually customized the look and feel of some of the widgets which are over there. And if I show you the widgets which are there on this device, you have all the regular widgets. Apart from that, you also get some other widgets which are again optimized and designed for this device specifically from Micromax. Now when it comes to the processor on the device, the processor specifications which are written on the box are actually wrong. This device does not have 1 GHz dual core processor, but it has 1.2 GHz dual core processor. So the video recording capabilities of this device can record a VGA level video from the back camera, which is a fixed focus 5 megapixel camera at the back. So you cannot record high definition videos from the back camera or from the front camera. Both the cameras can record videos at VGA level, and the back camera can do it at 30 frames per second. Comes to the GPS navigation, you do have GPS navigation supported on this device with the help of assisted GPS, and you need to make sure that you check these options before you can actually use assisted GPS on this device for navigation. So the Google Now also works on this device, and let me just give you a demo. Weather in New Delhi. So as you can see, Google Now also works on this device without any problem. To the overall volume and the loudness of the sound which is coming from the loudspeaker on this device, it is pretty loud. And let me just give you a demo by playing a 3D movie. And once you launch the 3D space, this is how the menu will look like. You have the option to play the 3D video. You have the option to play the 3D games. You can launch the camera in the 3D mode, which will allow you to take photos and convert them into 3D with this mode. You do have the option of watching YouTube videos within the 3D mode, so you can watch the 3D content from YouTube onto this device without any glasses required. And you have a 3D guide over here which actually tells you how to use the 3D mode in any application. Select the 3D gallery over here. Let me just show you some of the photos which we have captured in the 3D mode. So this is one photo which we have captured. I don't know whether you are able to see it or not, but this photo has a kind of a 3D effect to it, and you can always convert any photo into 2D just by selecting the photo and tapping on it and then selecting the 2D. So this is how the photo will become normal. Let me just play a video which is actually in the 3D format, which is supported onto this device. This is a movie trailer of ABCD movie, and let me just show you how does the 3D experience actually looks like when you play a 3D video onto this device. The 3D effects onto the display with my naked eyes, I don't know whether they are looking like the same in the camera video which you are watching right now, but yes, you do get some kind of a 3D emulated experience onto this device. This is not the actual 3D which you actually see with the help of the 3D glasses, but it is actually an emulated kind of a 3D experience which you are seeing over here, which is a kind of an illusion which you will have while watching this kind of content onto this device. Now if we actually talk about the weight of A115, it is slightly heavier as compared to the A116 which we have experienced, which is a little bit lighter than this device. So here we have the camera UI. The camera UI is again very basic in terms of the overall design. This is a stock Android camera UI which we are seeing over here, You do have the support for the panorama mode, for the video mode, as well as for the multi-angle view shot as well. Within the camera UI, you can enable the 3D mode from here. So if you tap over here, this is how you will take the photo in the 2D mode, which is right now enabled, or you can enable the 3D mode, which will get displayed over here. Because the camera, the back camera is a fixed focus camera, so it cannot autofocus on the object, cannot take a very clear picture of this device. As you can see over here, I cannot focus on the text which is actually written over the mouse anyhow. So let me just take a photo as of now, and if we have taken a photo, we will have the photo tagged as 3D if we have taken it in the 3D mode, and this is how the photo will look like. I do not notice any kind of 3D effect into this photo specifically, and you can always convert any photo in 2D by just selecting the photo and then tapping over here. This is how you can convert the photo into 2D. Now as far as the overall quality and the details of this particular photo is concerned, the photo is very grainy. It has a lot of noise within the photo itself, so it is not good at all in terms of the overall details of the object. As far as the colors are concerned, the colors are pretty okay if we compare it with the exact object which is over here. So as you can see, while doing the video recording, the video will not be very clear in terms of the object details if you are looking at. So both the photos as well as the videos will be blurry on this device if you record them from the back camera, which is a 5 megapixel camera. But when it comes to the wallpaper support, you do have 3D live wallpaper support onto this device. You can also have 3D stereo wallpapers and then you have the regular wallpapers also supported onto this device. As per Micromax, they have actually promised that you will be able to get over-the-air updates onto this device, but I do not find any options within the UI, or there is no application dedicated for checking the latest updates which are available for this device. These are the pre-installed applications which you will get onto this device preloaded. You have some games as trial version games which come preloaded on the device, like Fruit Devil, Bubble Bash, and then you have other games as well. You have the Hookup Messenger pre-installed. You have all the regular Micromax application like M Zone Plus, M Live pre-installed onto this device. You do have support for FM radio as well on this device, sound recorder application with which you can record voice, and you also have this application called wireless input device, which will allow you to connect a wireless Bluetooth keyboard with this device. You have all the regular applications including Google Chrome, apart from the default stock Android browser which you will get onto this device. That's all from us as far as the quick hands-on overview and unboxing of Micromax A115 Canvas 3D device is concerned. We will come up with a detailed review of this device. We will come up with a benchmark review. We will come up with a camera review, as well as we will come up with a very full in-depth review of this device as well. So stay tuned for that, and you can subscribe to our YouTube channel for the same. Thanks for watching this video. You can like this video if this video helped you. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel for more videos like this by clicking the subscribe button below. Thanks for watching this video. This is Abhishek signing off. Thank you.